Hi guys! So I know I've been gone kind of for a little while, but I just got back from Helsinki yesterday. I thought I could show you what I bought, and then in the same video I could do a little September wrap up. So I went to Helsinki to see the A Little Life play, and honestly I'm a little bit disappointed. Like, at the same time I loved it, but I had such high expectations that I don't really know how to feel. Oh, my neighbor is watching me. Yeah, the casting for Jude was a little off, which kind of bothered me the whole time. But all the other casting was really good. Everyone acted, all of the actors were amazing. Soundtrack was good. So the cinematography was really good. I think they captured the play really well, because that's kind of what I was what I was scared about, like how they were gonna capture a play on film, you know? But it was really good. I don't know, I think my problem with it was that I read the book 2 years ago and I didn't really remember the details, so I didn't have that much of a emotional connection to the characters, because it had been that long for me. I don't know, I think maybe I should have reread it before I went to go watch it. But yeah, and also I think if you hadn't read the book you wouldn't understand anything, because my friend talked to a person who hadn't read the book, and I think the play would have been very confusing if you didn't know the plot already, because it was a little confusing for me too, since it had been 2 years since I read it. So, but yeah, it was good. I totally recommend everyone to go watch it, if you can still get tickets. I'm gonna get my movie ticket, the physical movie ticket from my friend, and then tape it on here so I have a little memory of that in my book. So now I'm gonna grab my iPad and we're gonna do a September wrap up. So in September I read 9 books, which is actually pretty good for me, because my reading hasn't been going that well this year, and I think this month I really picked it back up. So okay, I don't have all of these as a physical copy, but from the Beartown trilogy, at the beginning of the month I finished Us Against You and The Winners, which were amazing. I absolutely loved the trilogy. I think The Winners was such a good ending to a trilogy, because I'm always kind of scared of series if the first part is really good, because I'm always scared that they're not going to be as good continuing on. But I think Fredrik Backman really nailed it with the finale for this trilogy. Definitely recommend. Absolutely amazing. It's about a hockey town, and then I don't remember how much there is on the back cover, so I don't want to spoil anything, but a tragedy happens, and then the town, who are everybody loves this hockey star, they kind of have to fight, kind of think about their morals, do we love hockey that much that we are gonna find this thing okay, or are we gonna actually judge a person for what he did even though we love him because it's a hockey town. Yeah, absolutely love that trilogy. Then I finished The Lover by Rebecca Sachs, who very kindly sent it to me to review. This was about an Israeli soldier and Allison, who is a Canadian Jewish woman, and it's about their love story. So it explores how everyone affected feels by the Israeli-Palestine conflict, and yeah, how it affects the people living in Israel and the Palestinians living in Israel and a Canadian Jewish woman who comes to Israel. So very much enjoyed this. Next, I finished Jane Eyre, which I got from the library, so I don't have the physical copy. I talked about that in one of my videos, so I'm not gonna go too into that, but I haven't read that many like long classics, so it was a little tough to get through, even though the language is pretty easy. But I think what I was most kind of bummed about was that it wasn't so gothic. I expected it to be really gothic, so that's what I talked about in my other video. I think Wuthering Heights is gonna be more up my alley. So then I finished Wilder Girls, which I'm also not going to talk about because I did my whole reading vlog on that. You can go watch that one. Yeah, just your basic YA apocalypse read. It was nothing too special. I think I'm just not that much into YA anymore. So then I finished Recursion by Blake Crouch, I think is his name, which was a sci-fi thriller about like memories and going back in time through memories and stuff. I really want to read I don't know what it's called, the Wayward Pine trilogy or duology trilogy, I don't know. Yeah, really want to read that one because I've heard that it's kind of similar to Twin Peaks but with a whole sci-fi aspect. So yeah, definitely recommend. Maybe Dark Matter to get started, and then Recursion if you want some more. Then I finished Berlin by Bea Setten. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I got this while I was in Berlin and I wrote a whole review about this on my Instagram, so if you want to go read that, you can go read that. Actually really liked this one. It felt like a fever dream that I was like actually living, because it kept talking about places in Berlin that I've been and places that I know, so it kind of felt like I myself was living the dream, you know. Really liked this. Very nice. And then I read this audiobook called Camp Damascus, which was a little bit random. It was about a very like religious town, and then this like religion that is ruling this town also has a conversion camp in the town, and our main character like starts kind of getting like some gay thoughts and gets mixed up in the whole conversion camp thing, and at the same time there's some monsters and stuff. I don't know, it really wasn't that good in my opinion. I don't know, maybe it was just the audiobook which wasn't good, but it was like 3 stars rounded up. So yeah. And last but not least, I finished Yellowface by R.F. Kuang, and I was gonna do a video about this one, but then I don't know, I just felt uncomfortable talking about the racism, which is really not my place to talk about because I am a white woman. So I think it's just not like my place to criticize or praise how the racism was portrayed in this book, if you get what I mean. It was good. I love R.F. Kuang. I really like this book. 4 out of 5 stars. So yeah. And if you want to like watch some reviews, then go watch them from someone who's a little bit more, not educated, but like more connected to the topic, because I don't think anyone wants to hear my thoughts on this. So yeah. That was my September wrap up, and now I'm gonna go get the books that I bought in Helsinki, and I'm gonna show them to you. Okay, so first of all, I found this little bookshelf where you could like just take some books that you wanted. So I got The Queen's Gambit, I think that's what the book is called too. But like the book The Eight. Okay, never mind. I thought that this was The Queen's Gambit, but apparently it's not. So, okay, apparently this is a totally different book than I thought. It's called The Eight. The Finnish name is just the same as The Queen's Gambit, so I thought, and it's also about chess. So, I thought this was that one. Yeah, okay. Apparently this is a different book than I thought. So yeah. Then I got Lessons in Chemistry, which I think everyone and their mother has already read. I haven't, so I'm very excited for this one. I don't really know anything about it, and I don't want to know anything about it. I just know it's good, and that's all I need to know. So I'm gonna go into it like pretty blind. And then I got this book that I had never heard about called The Bass Rock, which is about like women and how this rock watches over all three of them. It says it's kind of like Fleabag, and one of the storylines is like in the 1700s, and this woman is accused of being a witch and stuff. So, sounds very interesting. I don't know, it just sounds very cool. So yeah, I picked this one up. Very excited for this. That was pretty much all of my book related stuff that I have to talk about. I don't think I'm gonna show you like everything else I bought now except this top, which is new. I got it at this like vintage shop. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to talk about to you this time. Yeah, I'm still doing my reading vlog on Great Circle, but I'm still only 200 pages in, so it's a slow one. It's gonna take a while. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to you guys soon if I finish something or find something that I can talk to you about.